Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Terrifying Tuesday on this channel where we talk about all things horror, and today we've got to talk about Scream 7. So let's jump right into it. So just in case you were wondering why we have to talk about the Scream movie again, is because if you haven't been following the events that have been going on, it has been pretty crazy. Everything from a star getting fired before it even began due to tweets made, and then we had the director leaving the project as well. And then to top all of that off, one of the stars that last time they didn't want to pay was now in talks to come back again. So that's why we're going to talk about it, because it just keeps getting stranger. And the newest news is that while we already know Nev Campbell is coming back, now we have gotten some other possible casting news. We already know, of course, that Patrick Dempsey is in talks once again to come back as Detective Kincaid. We know this. So what is this new casting news? Well, it's been going around the internet that Judy Greer is now attached to be in Scream 7. And that's not even half of it. Also, somebody from the movie Cocaine Bear. That's right, that's all we know. Somebody from the movie Cocaine Bear is apparently supposed to be attached. So we're going to start off with this Judy Greer rumor, because I do feel that this is a very plausible situation. Judy Greer has a history with Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson. She played in the 2005 film Cursed. If you don't know what Cursed is about werewolves. And Judy Greer is pretty good in it. She does show that she can have some comical acting chops. And Scream never really takes itself 100% serious. It's always kind of a bit more of the let's make fun of horror in some way, whether we do it in a dark way or a lighter way, we're still going to be making fun of it. And Judy Greer is no stranger to dark comedy in general, having also starred in a little movie called Jawbreaker, in which she does a pretty excellent job as well. And that's not the one that made her a household name, I don't think, but, later on down the road, people started to know who Judy Greer was because she has the acting chops to pull off all sorts of different roles. And then, of course, came the Halloween trilogy. That last Halloween trilogy that came out, Judy Greer was one of the highlights in that for a lot of people. She got praise in that movie, and the fact that she wasn't in the last movie in that trilogy sort of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So it doesn't surprise me that he would possibly bring her on. Directors tend to work with people that they enjoy working with. They tend to like to bring people in that they know are going to be nice, that they know that they get along with, and apparently he got along with her. Now, people are saying that she could be playing Stu Macher's sister. This could be a thing, and if it is a thing and she turns out to be the killer, she would make a pretty good killer. However, I don't think that's the thing that's going to happen. Honestly, I kind of think she will be playing one of Sidney Prescott's friends, possibly even someone Sidney Prescott went to high school with. She might even be playing the mother of one of the other kids in the movie. I think that that's very plausible, because to have her in this movie and not really utilize her or take her and not have her interact with Sidney Prescott in any way would probably be a mistake. So I think there's a good possibility she's going to be playing a close friend of Sidney's. I could also see her playing a detective. This is also a rumor. I've heard people saying that she's going to be playing a detective in this movie, and that's fine if they go that route. But I think more than likely she's going to be someone closer to Sidney Prescott, because Sidney's going to have to be surrounded by new friends. So it only makes sense that Sidney Prescott's friends in this movie would be a little bit older. And even if the Ghostface killer in the movie is still a teenager in high school or something like that, it's still going to be Sidney Prescott and a couple of her friends, and then maybe some new cast members that are teenagers going after Ghostface and being stalked by Ghostface. That's kind of what I see happening here. Now, in terms of the Cocaine Bear rumor, there are a lot of names in the Cocaine Bear movie that could be in there. But I don't see a lot of these people playing in the Scream franchise. I don't think they fit in. However, I will say, in terms of the two kids that were a highlight of the movie, if you ask anyone, the little kids in that movie were a big part of the movie and very important to the plot. And I could see them bringing in one of those kids as Sidney Prescott's children. One of Sidney Prescott's children. And I actually think it will be Brooklyn Prince. And the reason I say that is that Brooklyn Prince has had a couple other roles. So you begin someone that's a little bit more established as an actor, something that they've done a couple more popular things. And then also you'd be setting it up so that 2 or 3 years down the line, it could be her movie. You'd be kind of paving the way for Sidney Prescott to leave the franchise eventually and give us someone new who happens to be related to Sidney. And that's not out of the realm of possibility, because Halloween did this. The original timeline to Halloween had Jamie Lee Curtis's character die, and then we got Jamie Lee Curtis's character's daughter. We got Laurie Strode's unknown daughter pop up, and she was just there. So it's not out of the realm of possibility for them to do that. And I think out of all the people in the movie Cocaine Bear, she makes the most sense. She has the least comical acting chops in the group. She sort of is a new, fresh face, which Scream likes to bring in anyway. So while you may have seen her in some high-profile roles, you really wouldn't necessarily associate her with those roles. So it would be like you were getting a fresh face, kind of like when Sidney Prescott herself came in. And that might be a really cool situation as well. Now, she is a bit on the young side, so she probably won't take the reins in this movie at all. She probably will just be a background character, and then we will get to see her sort of evolve throughout the franchise. That's what I'm thinking is going to be happening here. That's my thoughts on these rumors and why I think they could be true. But again, they are just rumors, so definitely take them with a grain of salt. As always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you're sharing this video with all of your friends so that they can be a part of the conversation as well. Then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers. You don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.